All right. We are live. I can't get this fish tank to stop making this sound. Unless, give me just a second. We're live. I'm gonna let everybody come in. Wow, this is crazy. And I gotta say, this is crazy. Did y'all see that 100-meter race? Did y'all see the 100-meter race? The mixed 4x4? Did y'all see the fights that was going on in the women's 800? Did y'all see the fights that were going on in that women's 800? We about to see there, because I really didn't see if the Ethiopian athlete got disqualified. Maybe somebody from Australia said something to her or something, because she didn't seem too happy after at the end of it. I know people be saying some slick stuff every once in a while, not saying anything allegedly, but we don't know. We don't know. But did y'all see what was going on in the women's 800? I'm about to cover that in a second. Y'all give me just about 10 seconds here. Let me turn off this sound that's going on right here. If y'all don't hear it, I can hear it. So I'm going to try to silence it. All right, all right. Now, look, it's about to be crazy. But as always, I'm your host, Nick, and you're watching Head and Shoulders ATR, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. We're going to do something a little bit different. Always be blessed. We're not going to put the same images on the screen this time. Always be blessed, stay rich, stay building. Happy Black Development Month. I forgot to say that yesterday on yesterday's video. Happy Black Development Month. I just want to shout out to everybody there. Even though this is technically like a spa, like I could get paid to do a sponsorship thing like this. This was for day one yesterday. And I know this is going to be on the video. They are not paying me for this, but happy Black Development Month. This is the month where I'm going to be shouting out different businesses and different takes and ideas on that as well for here. So if we're not going to do it in the post, we're at least going to do it in the video. So if you guys got ideas about the businesses and everything, why don't y'all pull that up? And don't forget to check out trackstars.io, because look, that supports the channel. We're making the moves right here. So we got to shout out the one of the black businesses here. That's Trackstars NFT. So trackstars.io, pick them up. You need Solana. But this is what I want to point out before we get into it today. Did y'all know that, because I was thinking about, like I said, I've designed shoes before in general. So I was thinking about, hey, you know what? Is there one in Africa on the continent that they have one? Now I got to look at in the islands to see if there is a shoe company doing athletic shoes. Not just a shoe company. There's tons of those. But athletic shoes, luxury shoes. And I found one. It's called Inda. So you go to indasportswear.com. They're not sponsoring us. I really should, since I'm shouting them out right now. So I think I'm going to contact them via email or something. But they're made in India. Not India, Kenya. What the heck? I'm saying India. They're made in Kenya, and they're trying to do 100% made there. They got some sports shoes. They got a speed shoe, which I think that is the Eaton training shoe. Then they got the distance shoe, which is, I think, the Lapetet running shoe. But yeah, definitely check them out. They say run like a Kenyan, and they actually have training. Obviously, they're focusing more on the marathon stuff. So people that, if you want to get your jog or running in, definitely check them out. I got to shout out something. But this is Black Development Month. That's where you celebrate and try to connect all of the things that are building up for black businesses. There are two co-founders. It's a white guy and the black Kenyan woman, which is where they focus on. And they're the co-founders for this one. So a black business, here you go right here. And let's go here. Let's go in. Let's go in. Today has been a crazy day. I've been watching this. I've been trying to do other stuff in the background. It started to go down in the women's 800. Then it went down in the men's 100-meter final. I already knew this was going to be where he held back. But I was like, man, this dude pulled the boat on him. Not to the same dominance per se, but I think if he came with this form, I think if he came with this form at the World Championships in Eugene, he would have been able to maybe medal. Now, here's two caveats with that. One, it's one thing to say, well, he could run this time and he could do it there and whatnot, and then they say his altitude is high out. It's not high altitude, but it's some altitude in Cali, Colombia, which is why it's a fast track. Not just because of the surface, but because it's, I guess, 3,000 feet into the air compared to Oregon, which is 300 feet in the air. So they said it does advantage the sprinters, and I'm just like, come on, it's not high altitude. To me, and it's neither here nor there, but I guess any small advantage, it helps. But here's the caveat. Two things. One, I guess the altitude. Two, he would have had to run harder through each round to get there. So he's having to run harder, which means if he made it into the final at the World Championships, he might not have been able to, run quite as eased or relaxed to run where he is definite he would have ran a 9.8 something. But he was more so like, hey, I'm going to show off. He know what he could do. The times to go forward. He's going to grow up. It's only one time that he's got like this left, I think, because of his age. So he's like, look, let me showboat a little bit. Let me enjoy it. And then I guess three, when you get out with other people that have faster starts than you, maybe you panic and black out or white out, and you might not be able to run and take your times like that. So when you look at this, I'm about to pull up these heats here real quick. Y'all just got to keep that in context. But for the people just joining us, don't forget to check out ENDA. That's ENDA. That's a running shoe company. We're doing Black Development Month. Happy Black Development Month. That happens every August, just for y'all to know. So I'm going to go over the pole vault result summary real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time. I'm going to throw in the 100 here, and then I'm going to go here because I'm going to shout out to the people there. But you know what? Before I get to that, let me just do the summary, the results of the decathlon. Let me respect these athletes right now, and then we're going to go straight into the women's 100 right after the decathlon and doing the summary of the points. So, Gabriel Emmanuel from the Netherlands, man, he was just coming through. He was dragging himself through that 1500, but he's like, look, he maintained himself right there. He won 7,860 points for the Netherlands. Gabriel Emmanuel, congratulations to you for the win. We got Jacob Thelander from Sweden in second, and then Elliot Duvert, his teammate from Sweden, both of them. That is your top three for the men's decathlon after all the events scored. So congratulations to him. He is now the U20 world champion. Now, looking at this, here is the summary for the pole vault about who qualified for tomorrow. So we're just going to go through the names. Juo, Garrett Brown, Anda Martinez del Rutuerto. Then we got Anthony Amirati, Austin Ramos, Suchi Haraguchi, Michael Gawinda, Merrick Metzger, Justin Rogers, Till Marburger, Sloan. Then we got Joseph Bonovics from Hungary, Pierre Straight from Belgium. That's your qualifiers for tomorrow's finals for that pole vault, or the next final. I'm not sure if it's tomorrow. But also, shot put and javelin are still going on. So once again, I'm missing that for today. Let me go over the event that I think I forgot yesterday. Oh, that was the qualifier, so I didn't do that. So tomorrow, I will cover these finals tomorrow. They're still going on, so we're just going to mix it. Now, where is the women's 100 heats? Here we go. Let's go over to the results. Let me break this down heat by heat. Heat by heat. Real quick. Come on. That wasn't a 9-7. That wasn't a 9-7 right there. Athletic Vegan. Let's not go overboard. But yeah, he did clown around. You gotta understand his age and everything. What is he, 19 right now? So he's not going to be able to come back another year. So, I mean, he might not ever be able to clown at a higher level. He might not ever be able to get this at a higher level. He might not be to that extent. So why not take advantage of it right now? Why not take advantage of it? Because I was thinking in my head, I was like, why doesn't he just go through? Well, there's two reasons. one, he's at a championship, and then two, and the reason why he's at a championship, one, because he's probably gonna do more events. He got the golden international. Darn it, I forgot what the other league was. What is that? Gosh darn it, Continental Tour. There we go. You got the Continental Tour. He could probably do what is that? The other track leagues, not Diamond League, because I don't know if he's even qualified to do that initially. But with his time now, he might be able to qualify to run one of them, but I don't think he'll have enough races to even make it through to the Diamond League final. But it's the Continental Tour. Then you got what is that? ATL. There we go. ATL. That's what I'm thinking of. So, and then also another thing is, if he goes to the senior level, even if he wins in the future, there's no telling if he got to win just by barely dipping at the line and everything. Because normally the 100, you don't get Carl Lewis's like that. You don't get Usain Bolts like that. You don't get too many of those people that can kind of clown people at the end of the race. You don't get a Maurice Green and whatever that often. You kind of get them every once in a while. But by default, you kind of like run through the line as much as possible and then just go. Like lean. That's why he would clown people now. So let's look here. Tina Clayton, it just holds back. She just like, whatever. Running against a negative 1.0 headwind. We got Tina Clayton right here. 11.38, just jogging on them. And just holding back, kind of looking to the side, just say, whatever. Then we got Joy Ezzy, or Ez, from Great Britain. We're going to figure out how to pronounce her name, I'm sure, in the future as she goes to seniors. And then we got the last automatic qualifier, Eva Kubikova from the Czech Republic. Then we got a time qualifier here, Larangi Alonso Tejada right there. So that's nice. They made it through. Fireheart said, Tavogo wasn't this confident at Worlds, Nick. There wasn't that level of showboating there. So I don't know if he would run as fast there. I think Tavogo could have got top 5 or top 6 at Worlds. Well, he wasn't as confident because he just didn't have the speed. That's the thing. He didn't have the speed. I don't think the confidence level was there. I don't think the difference of like 2 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks difference of running there. I think he just got more training under his legs. He got it could be the jitters of being at the senior level as well. And then he's knowing like his PR isn't there. But once he broke into 10 seconds very confidently, like he did at the World Championships, I think his mindset changed. And then he's coming here, and then he saw what he did in the prelims. He's just like, oh, wait a minute. I just kind of jogged that. Oh, I was relaxing. I'm running 10 flat. Oh, yeah, I can clown everybody here. So I think that's what it was. But I think if he came in this shape there, assuming that these times translate and it wasn't just the altitude advantage, the slight altitude advantage that they're claiming here. And I say claim because the track is probably slower. Then you got the higher altitude. Does the altitude help more or does the track surface help more? Last time I checked, Cali, Colombia still hasn't updated their track since everybody I met, like Sydney McLaughlin and all of them that ran back in 2015, right? On that track surface, Tara Davis in the game. So I don't know. And then Athletic Vegan said, he stopped around 60 meters. Yeah, I was on the phone with my friend before I got here and I was telling him, I was like, dude, you need to watch this. He basically shut down and just kind of stopped running. He's like going through the motion, but he's not doing any more effort. He just kind of at this point floating. He turned his full body 60, 65 meters. You might say 70. But if he's already turned his body right there, he thought about it. Think about it. He's thought about doing that before, which means he's still not concentrating fully enough. He's like, okay, I'm going to do it. He probably only gave his full concentration up to about 40, maybe 50 meters. But he stopped giving his concentration and then he pulled there. So, I'll get to the other comments on that in a second. Then we got Serena Cole. Let me bring up this image of Serena Cole real quick, because she was all out blocking her face. She was like, hey, I'm shy right now. And she does that at the Jamaican championships and stuff too. But this was very interesting. I'm just like, hey, she's like, man, I don't want no attention on me. I'm just trying to block it out. I'm being shy right now. Don't put me up there on the screen. I just want my running to do the work for me, and then y'all talk to me afterward. But right now, let me just hide my face. Let me hide my face. So she takes this one easily, 11:39, with a big gap on the rest of the field too. Then we got Canada's Brian Lee McDermott. Then we got Rosina Schneider from Germany. Then we got a time qualifier from Ireland, Lucy May Sleeman. So there you go. Let's go on to the next one. Negative 0.8. This is a positive 0.5. 11:36 with Viwe Jingi from South Africa. So I'm not even surprised there. We got Praise Ofoku from Nigeria, 11:55. Then we got Kishwana Niles from Barbados, 11:58. All right, cool. We're seeing the usual contenders. Then we got, I think, an unnecessary hard run. I think we got an unnecessary hard run right here from God Bless. So Tima, God Bless from Nigeria. I was just like, it's like she was just on one gear. It was like she was on one gear. So let's look at her progression real quick. Let's see. She went from 11:48 last year to now she's at 11:09. So maybe the track is fast. Maybe the track is fast. I don't know. Let's look at her times leading up to this. She got an 11:38 in Nigeria's track against the wind. That was in the final. She got 11:34. It's kind of flat-ish wind here at Nigeria. I'm going to guess Nigeria's track ain't really all too good based on their production quality. I could be wrong here, but their surface probably is not good based on the camera quality that they got, the cameramen that they be hiring. I'm concerned with Team Nigeria, how they be covering their track meets. I'm just concerned. I know some of y'all be listening to this, but I'm very concerned with Team Nigeria and how they do that. So maybe the track is fast, but it could be the altitude, slight altitude. Now, here we go, Australia. We got Taylor Crudidden of Australia, 11:58. But, oh yeah, forgot. 11:09 national U20 record. So I got a shout out to her. I think Blessing Okabare might have held that. No, wait a minute. No. I think somebody else had that last year. Yep, somebody else had that last year. But congratulations to God Bless from Nigeria, national U20 record. Congratulations to her. I think it was unnecessary for her to do it, but she didn't look like she was trying at 100%. But she was at about 90, and she just had one gear the whole way. So, yep. So here we go. Then we got Elvira Tanderud from Sweden, 11:69 qualified. I think it's respectable too. Then we got Shanti Jackson from the USA. So she got a personal best, 11:28. So great job for her. Then we got Poloniki Emanuelito from Greece. I should know how to pronounce Greek names, given some of the history here, but I just won't even explain it to y'all. It's irrelevant. And then we got Yurima El Garcia from Cuba, and she's got third. Then we got Heat 6. We're going to look at the semifinal and how that matches up in a second. Then we got Nikisha Cito from the Netherlands. And she just really went out there and she came out and she surprised some people here. She got a national U20 record right there, 11:16. Nice, 11:16. So we're seeing some pretty fast times here. Then we got Nia Wedderburn Goodison from Great Britain and Northern Ireland, 11:36. Personal best. We got a lot of personal best in this one, actually. A lot of personal best in this one. Then we got Amy Kandlik from Canada, 11:51. Another personal best. Switzerland. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I didn't do that bet, because last year I would have lost $1,000 on that one. As many times as I keep messing up Switzerland and Sweden. Emma Van Kamp, So she made it through as the time qualifier here. Unfortunately, South Africa's Kayla Lagrange, I remember her coming last year. She did not make it, but she got a personal best too. So 1164 and then 1173. So here's the final heat. We got Mia Brave Pedersen from the USA. Now, I don't know what was going on here. I don't know what is going on here. Because, yeah, I don't know what was going on here. Brave Pedersen went out and it was like she just had no concentration. The start was just, I don't know. It was like she was just like, I don't know. She was gone. It was like Airhead, Space Cadet, somewhere else. And then she had to pull it through. That she kind of walked out the blocks. It's like she got out. And then after the first 3 steps, it's like she flopped. And she was like running like a duck. Just like look at her feet head on when they got the camera there. And she kind of did the duck run or something like that. That's the only way I could describe it. Kind of like, what's his name? Our world champion in the 100 and silver medalist in the 100. He was running like a duck last year. This year, not so much. She had that run here. So she's got some improvement to go. And obviously U20. So she's got room for improvement. But yeah, she was well and above faster than everybody in this field. She should not have had it so close where she had to draw them all back in. And it looked like, especially at the angle of the camera, that she might not have been able to even win the heat. But she did. 11:45. Automatic qualifier. Then we got Elena Wee, or probably Wee, from Spain. It's the first time I've seen that spelling, but I'm guessing that's he or we. Don't know which one. 11:46 personal best, so congratulations to her. Just losing by 1/100th of a second. Then we got Anna Perseini, 11:66. Now, y'all saying that the track seems fast. I don't know. I'm going to look back at 2015 when McLaughlin, Tara Davis, and all of them were running on the track. And I know McLaughlin was setting records back then. I don't know if the track necessarily is, quote, fast, but it could be. It could be. It could be a fast track because of some of the altitude that they were saying. Now, that's what they were claiming. I don't remember them saying it before like that, but let's look at the heats right now. Let's look at the semifinals. Garcia, Van Camp, Jinky, Shanti Jackson, Kubikova, and then Kendrick. Let's look at this one. I'm going to give this one to Jinky from South Africa. She was just really conserving a lot. So I say that's an easy one. It's going to be a little bit harder there because Jackson should, on paper, get this. Should on paper get this one. But Easy might have something to say from Great Britain. I can't really see anybody else, but those 3 should be in the mix for 2 fastest and the 2 next fastest times to make it through to the final. Here's heat number 2. Tanderud, Alonso Tejeda, Ofoku, Cito Clayton, Wedderburn, Goddison, Crudenden, and Niles. Well, Clayton is an easy shoe in there. And then I'm going to say Cito because she's on fire right there. I'm going to say she's on fire. The other one to look out for is Nia Wedderburn Goodison from Great Britain and Northern Ireland. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. We saw today in some of those heats there. They said, so are we calling Shanti Batgirl? Now, I don't know, because I know her dad was named Batman, and he was one of my favorite athletes. Matter of fact, I got a autograph from him with on one of those USATF cowboy hats or whatever, the sun hats that they got there. I did meet him before, and I think I was a fan of his when I used to be fans of people. I'm not a fan of anybody anymore. But when I used to be a fan of people, he was an athlete I was a fan of, and I remember getting an autograph from him back then. But maybe that's a good nickname, Batgirl. I'm gonna hold that one right now. I was gonna wait until if she medals or not. But I've been waiting to see her come up. Thank you for bringing that one up. I've been waiting to see Shanti Jackson come up because it's been very largely anticipated that she's going to be able to produce something. You know, it doesn't always happen just because your parents are athletic superstars in whatever sport they were in. Basketball, football, soccer, or American football, soccer or football, and all of these things. Athletics is no guarantee. Just like if your parents were geniuses or CEOs or something like that, it's no guarantee. But it should give you a massive advantage. So I'm gonna hold the Batgirl one for right now. Let's see if she develops her own nickname. That's what I want to see. But for now, let's see. Here's the last heat. We got Perseini, Sleeman, Bray, Pedersen, God Bless, Cole, Emmanuel Lito, McDermott, and Schneider. So I'm gonna go here and say Serena Cole. That one seems to be that they said was Serena Cole trying to be like Bolt when hiding her face or just shy? I think she was just shy because she's done that before. She did that in maybe she was trying to be like Bolt. I forgot about that. Yeah, you know what? That's a good question. But I've seen her do this multiple times. So even up in relays, even if she wasn't the start on a relay, I've seen her just do that. So maybe that is something that they are copying from Bolt. Because I remember he did do that a few times. But I'm going to say Cole. Now, God bless, depending on how she runs this. Because she seemed somewhat surprised. She seemed very surprised with the time. If she runs unnecessarily fast like she did before, I'm going to say she might burn herself out in the final. It seemed like she was running unnecessarily fast. And so that's something that could happen. That's the thing with God Bless here. But the ones to look out for are Cole, God Bless, and Bray Pedersen. The problem with Bray Pedersen, I'm losing confidence in her because of how she ran that last one. I don't think she's going to survive on automatic qualifying time if she don't get her butt in gear and be able to run near or at her PR. She's got to run probably a personal best in order to make it out of here, unless God Bless just had a one-off 11:09 and can't access that again. But she can't run another 11:45. It's just not going to make it. And 11:03 is probably not going to make it to the other round. The way these young women are running, and some girls and some young women, because they're mixed in. So this is going to be very, very interesting about this. Emmanuel Lito should be able to make it through because she was actually looking pretty good, but we're going to see. Yannick Edwards said, if I was Tavogo, you said this a while ago though, so I'm catching this one up. Running against 10-1, 10-2 athletes, I would be confident as hell too and have fun and maybe run faster because I'm relaxed. Hey, you know what? That's a fantastic point right there. Like that's what I said. Like, go ahead, showboat. You don't get a chance to showboat like this. Like, I'm gonna turn all the way around. I'm gonna do a talu. I'm looking on both sides. He knew exactly who to do it to. He did it to Richardson because he knew that's the next closest guy to him, and he still wasn't close. That's the next closest guy to me, and he's still not close. So the way I look at it is, yeah. So hopefully God Bless doesn't burn herself out because it's going to be real messed up. She's in a really good spot to medal, but I don't know if I trust that. Let me go here over to, what is it, the 400s. Yeah, I'm going to go over to the 400 result. I think I got some good screenshots on these. I didn't label them. I don't think I labeled them well, so I don't think I got the first heat. But here we go with the women's U20 400. Let's get the photo finish here. As you can see here. Very, very interesting. This is just heat. These are just the first round heats. They're going into a semifinal and then to the final. So we got Ali Muhammad from Bahrain, a 52.87 personal best. So that was actually really surprising here. We thought that Malepo from South Africa was going to win this one. And I say we, the announcers and myself and some other people around me, we thought that she was going to win. But Ali Muhammad actually just came and surprised with a personal best. And I'm just like, okay, she kind of looked relaxed enough. So that's actually looking pretty good. 52.87, fair. Then we got a 53.50 from Malepo from South Africa. We got Ella Clayton from Canada making it through. And then we got a 54.04 for a personal best from New Zealand's Mia Powell. So congratulations to them making it through on the next one. And I think I got a good screenshot off of this one. Dot Rupal made it through for India, 52.50. Then we got our bronze medalist, Damaris. No, wait a minute. I don't think Damaris has a bronze medal. Wait a minute. I think that is the other athlete. Let me make sure. Really quick. That is no. So Damaris, no, I'm getting her confused with another Kenyan athlete. So Damaris Mutunga, a personal best 52.60. Then we got Salma Leilali from Morocco, 54.14 national U20 record. That's good right there. Congratulations right there. Katrina Wright of Finland. Good thing she made it through. Now, did Katrina Wright also do the 400 hurdles? Or some other event, like the 100 hurdles? I'm going to have to look at that one. Now, we got heat number 3. They said Nkrumah is now the fastest Jamaican junior ever. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get into that one right now. I'm going to get into that one in a second. It said she was like that there. Okay, gotcha. Now, she is Bree Wayne said, and Nkrumah doesn't sound like a Jamaican name. Yeah. So what I winded up doing, like I promised yesterday, we got 77 people here. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Or else I just have to shut it down if y'all don't like the stream. Because I got to make sure that I know that people like these streams. Or else I just won't cover the U20s and stuff. I avoided the Commonwealth. But if y'all could just smash the like button, y'all come out here. That lets me know that y'all at least like this and everything like that. Because we do have people, they do put money into the channel. So I appreciate all of them. But if you just smash that like button, I appreciate it. But look, I did, like I said, I was promised yesterday. Look, I asked my Nigerian friends. That is actually a Ghanaian name. That is not, like I said, that's not a Jamaican name. Everybody should be able to tell. Most of the people here that are Jamaicans would be able to tell that's not a Jamaican name. That is actually a name from Ghana. So I'm going to assume, based on how naming rights go, that the father is Ghanaian. Unless that is a single mother, then the mother was Ghanaian. So without assuming if that is a single mother child, then I'm going to assume the father is Ghanaian. I don't know his father at all or anything like that. But yeah, I was told based on my Nigerian associates and friends around me that yeah, that is a Ghanaian name. Because I was asking them how to pronounce the name, and I'm just like, look, I called him Cookie Crumble yesterday. So I'm going to stick to that one since I don't know how to pronounce the name. But anyway, let's go here to heat number 3 in the 400. Shout out to you, to Mind Your Own, and She is Bree Wayne, the Frank Wild, Thunder Juice, and everybody else that's out here. Thank y'all for coming out. And I appreciate everybody that just smashed the like buttons. We got Yemi Mary John from Great Britain and Northern Ireland matching the personal best, 52.42, then a 53.30 season best for Ellie Beer for Australia. Mackenzie Kelly got second for the United States, so that's good to see USA making it through to the next round. Then we got Tarishi M. Disanayaka from Sri Lanka that made it through with a 54.13. I had to think about that name for a second. And then we got Javonya Valcourt for the Bahamas, 55.31 with a time qualifier. She's going to be struggling through on the next round most likely. But at least she made it through to the semifinal and didn't get knocked out on the first one. Then we got Dejanay Oakley for Jamaica, 53.70, won this heat. So good job to her. Then we got Sylvia Chilengat Now, this is the athlete, if I'm not mistaken, that got a bronze medal last year in Nairobi in the 400. So, yes, she did get a bronze medal last year. So, look out for her, a 53.99. She just kind of went through the motions. She just wanted to make sure she was through to the next round. Didn't want to use too much, didn't want to see too much effort from her, I'm pretty sure. So, she was satisfied with that. Then we got Queen Usanobun. Very interesting last name. I've never seen that last name from a Nigerian so far. From Nigeria. 54.32. I'm going to have to look up what this name means. And what ethnicity that she would be from. I'm very, very interested in knowing that one. Anna Rus from Slovenia, 54.43 personal best. Yeah, I agree. I think it's good to see a lot of countries participating too. Then we got Zaya Akins that made it through, or Zaya, whichever one. I know she'll get real mad, I'm pretty sure, if I pronounce her name wrong. Because Tara Davis was hating when people was like, Tara Davis. She's like, Tara. 55.23 time qualifier. So she's going to be struggling through on the next round, but she made it through. We got Berta Segura from Spain, 52.50 national U20 record. Congratulations to her. Then we got Priya Habathana Hali Mohan from India. I had that name so good earlier, and I just messed it up now. Shame on me. 52.56. Why is my mouse going up? I'm not even pressing the button. Then we got Henrietta Jaeger from Norway. 53.53. Jasmine Guthrie from Australia. 54.02. Then we got the people that was, struggled to make it through, but they earned their spot to the next round. Time qualifiers. Rikiana Russell from Jamaica. And then we got Iana Rebecca Andre from Romania. 54.75 personal best. Congratulations to those ladies. Let's see how this semifinal lineup is going through. Oh, the Francois said the Jamaican name Kajoy is also of Ghana ancestry. Maybe the name survived colonialism? Just a guess. Could be. He said, I'm Jamaican. We are a very diverse nation. Yeah. You know what? Black nations are some of the most diverse on the planet. It's just so many ethnicities there. Like, your race could be black, but the ethnicity is just different. It's just like you got all these white people, but then you got Irish white, which were not usually classified as white, classically, by the way. Then you got British white, German white, and all this other stuff. And then in between, because they have their tribes. Tribe just means nation, by the way. But they got their own different groups and ethnicities. But the most diverse people are really black people. Nigeria is the most diverse country on the planet, if I'm not mistaken. It's like over 250 ethnicities in one country. So anyway, here's the Heat 1. We got Valcourt, Wright, Kelly, John, Habathana, Holly, Mohan, Matunga, Clayton, and then Dasanayaka. So I'm going to say Kelly is going to make this one out. She was looking real smooth through some of the rounds. Then we got, this is going to be a hard one to say, between John and Habathana Holly Mohan right here. I'm just going to say that's one going to be hard. And then Mutunga, she looked like she was holding back a little bit from Kenya. So she might put on some afterburners here and just surprise a lot of people. Then we got Ella Clayton. This is just going to be very, very hard heat right here to qualify out of. It's anybody's guess who's going to win that one. Then we got Russ Atkins, Beard, Jaeger, Rupel, Oakley, Powell, and then Lalali. Based on what I saw from the effort here, I'm just ignoring what the season best and all of these things. I'm just looking at what the effort was. Oakley looked like she was real relaxed. She was in control of the race, holding back. I think she's got this one blindfolded, basically. Then we're going to see if the American Akins can come through. She's got the next best time after RuPaul from India, and India is looking real good, especially with that mixed 4x4. I think this is looking real good. You said Benin origin. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Mind Your Own. Thank you for letting me know. This is very, very interesting. Like, India is coming up. India's coming up. So we're going to see a lot of that. But let's go on to the next one. We got Andre Russell, Molepo, Ali Muhammad, Chilengat. I think Chilengat, just like closing my eyes, she should be able to make it through. If not, automatically, she's going to be able to make it through. Based on what she did last year, she's got a lot tougher field now. So she's going to definitely have to hit a 52 something in order to do it. So she's going to have to put in some more effort than what she did in the prelims, in the prelims in this semi. But I think she's going to be able to make this one through, not blindfolded, but she's going to be able to make this one through. I'm confident. I'll be surprised if she does it. Then we got Sahura, then Guthrie Usunobun, right here. Let's see. The only one I could really put a finger on is Chilengat, based on the energy output. And it's going to be hard with other people. I want to say Sahura from Spain, but it's anybody's guess with that one. They said Mutunga. Mutunga, that's how you pronounce Mutunga. Okay, gotcha. I know a lot of these I'm mispronouncing, and I do apologize for that one. In a lot of them, I should know how to pronounce them if I pronounce them individually. But seeing a whole bunch of names together, unless I see it regularly, then I don't. But it's like when I talk to people and from different countries, they're like, dang, how did you know how to do this? It's because I had about 50 seconds to think about it before I said it out loud, versus just seeing it now and then I just say it like that. So sometimes I do know the pronunciations, but then I got to go between like Spain to, now we got Botswanian, Brazilian, and all of that stuff. So thank you for that correction. I'm pretty sure I might mess it up again. I'm going to try not to. But here we go. The men's 400. And then I'm going to move on to probably the 100 hurdles or 110 hurdles right there. So, men's 400, we got Gonzalez, that 46.65. Busang, I'm not going to even try to pronounce his last name. I'm going to slaughter it. So, I'm going to make it easier on myself. Nah, I'm going to do it. Kebanatsapi, 46.89. Then we got Mora from Brazil. So, that was Botswana, then Brazil. 47.02. Then we got Floyd from Canada. And then our time qualifier, Sutkus from Lithuania. That's nice there. 46.02 from South Africa's Pelé. Ali Abbas from Bahrain. Kennedy from Jamaica made it through personal best, 46.24. So congratulations to him. Then we got Chamalili from Kenya. I know I just slaughtered that one, 46.69. Then we got our time qualifiers, 2 personal bests. Congratulations to them. Komogian, 46.75 personal best, and then Sherman, 47.16. So this is looking real good. Some of these athletes, they run in NCAA. Some of them not necessarily. They stay in their own country. Some of them have done pro. Like you saw some of the women's 400 athletes. They were on... Oh, yeah, I forgot to highlight some of them. They went to the World Championships. They've been in Tokyo. They went to Doha. So you get a lot of these athletes, they're mixed in. They're going to the actual World Championships, and then now they're coming to the U20, like the Australian woman that ran in the 400. She's already been to Doha, Tokyo. She's been on the 4x4. She's gotten a lot of experience doing those. Then we got Plasek from Czech Republic. 46.56. Congratulations to him. Personal best. Oder from Jamaica. Fernandez from Spain, or Fernandez would be the correct pronunciation. I'm trying, y'all. Arita from Japan. There we go with those. Then we start getting here. McElroy, which I thought he was related to another McElroy that had our school record. So I want to look up this McElroy here. Because I was like, he's looking familiar to somebody I know. But I don't want to say it until I know. But McElroy for USA won this heat 46-38. Morales Williams from Canada in second, 46-81. Grimmerud from Norway, Van der Vault from South Africa. Then we got, and if I'm not mistaken, isn't McElroy the leader here? He's the only athlete in the field to break 45 seconds. Let me just stop right here for a second. Yeah, I took the bot out. Y'all still seeing the bot? Because some of y'all are a little bit late when y'all say that. But yeah. It said gold and bronze U20. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I got my rabbit going crazy. Hey, you need to stop. Got this rabbit going crazy in the other room. This is a lot earlier than I normally would do this. So, yeah. Ellie Beer is an Olympian and a world champion athlete from Doha. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for bringing that one up. They said, yep, I watched a lot of Indian track and field. They are growing. Yes, they are. Now, this is the only athlete in the field that has broken 45 seconds. He's got a 44.93. 44.93, and that was just in Eugene. And so if this is at slight altitude, that might help the sprinters. I don't know. Does that help the long sprint in the 400? I don't know. If so, then he's got something ready for the rest of the field here. He's got something ready for the rest of the field. All right? Just take a look out for this one. 44.93. Now, I think there are 12 athletes under 46 in the field with personal best here. But yeah, he was holding back massively. He literally was running with short strides. The Botswanian was running with short strides right here in Heat 1. He literally was like, I could speed up, and then I slowed down. He played with them. Botswana over here playing mind games with people. That's what I forgot here. That's what I forgot to bring up. I had it in my notes, but I forgot. He went over here. He just ran with the rest of the field, chopping his strides through 300 meters. Then he kind of looked around. The Spaniard was up there, and then he took the lead and just to slow back down. He just like, I'm letting y'all know I'm here. That's what he did with them. So here's the final heat. We got Tomoda from Japan, 46.68. Then we got Schwartzman for United States, 46.76. Atkinson. Thailand, I think, 47.03. Then we got Oraskovic from Croatia, personal best, 47.12. Congratulations to him. And then Krape, I don't know, from Germany, 47.25. Congratulations to him. Time qualifier, 47.25. So here's our semifinal lineup. Oh, okay, I got you. You said altitude helps 400 meter guys. Thunder Juice said 43.87 altitude was a world record for 20 years. The Francois said 44.93. Wow, he should be with the seniors. LOL. Assuming he is in the NCAA. If I'm not yeah, he is in the NCAA. If I'm not mistaken, I forget what school, but I could be wrong. If he's not in NCAA, he probably will be, because some of these guys are mixed in NCAA, and I just forget what school, so I don't want to make a definitive one until I can remember what schools they go to. So, but yeah, definitely that was a very fast time. He was at that USA's trying to run that time and make it through, and he knocked out a good one, and I noticed that. I was like, wow. So here we go. We got Suckus, Floyd, Pele, Ali Abbas, Uder, Grimmerud, Arita. Man, I am really mispronouncing these names. And Fernandez. I'm going to say Ali Abbas and then Uter, however I pronounce that, and from Jamaica. Those are going to be those two. And then Pele Don't forget about him from South Africa. I think he's probably going to wind up wrapping this one up with the win. He might just wrap that one up with the win on this one. Then the next one, looking at this field right here, Botswana has gotten this one. I say the American is probably getting second. I'm just going to try to speed these up in the coverage here. Then we got McElroy. He's just going to about to jog on the rest of them. He just got this one easily. He's easily the fastest in the field. They're going to force him to, at the very least, run a low 46. Because there's so many athletes here right at that 46 mid to low level. They're going to force him to run a low 46 in the final at the very least. And I just want to see how fast he can run here. Okay, let's get this little bot out of here. Let's get this bot out. So, then this one is going to be hard to call for second. It's too many athletes right around that one. I can only call the win right there. So let's go over to a shorter distance real quick. And let me see what type of screenshots I got. Oh, you know what? Before I go to the hurdles or the short hurdles, let me go over to the long hurdles real quick. Oh, my voice is all over the place. Real quick. The women's 400 meter hurdles. We had a freaking crash out. Where's this screenshot right here I got? We had a nasty crash out here in Heat 1. We had a nasty crash out in Heat 1. We had the favorite that crashed out. Here it is. Let me bring it up on the screen. We had the favorite right here crash out. And you see her on the right of the screen. She crashed out extremely hard. And I even remember, I forget, is that Cram that's announcing this? I know some of y'all know the announcers a little bit better. I normally should know the announcers, but I think I've gotten kind of lax with identifying the differences between all of them. But no, that doesn't even sound like Steve Cram. Why would I even say that? But yeah, he was just like, yeah, it's poor concentration. That's her being lazy. He was just going ham on her. This sounded like Otto Bolton real quick saying she's lazy. She lost her concentration. She should have known better. And I'm just like, dang, yeah. But with as much as she was holding back, yeah, you could say that was laziness right there, because she was holding back and she's way faster than the rest of the field. She was one of the favorites here, and if I'm not mistaken, had the fastest time coming into this. So crashing out like that is just, And then we got the Brazilian. It's like she got distracted. She was like in second, and she got distracted, and she crashed out. She didn't hit the hurdle necessarily even over that. She just kind of landed funny and then smashed the hurdle. And like every heat, it was like a new person crashing out. So these 400 hurdles, if y'all didn't see it, go back and watch those, because there was crashing outs, people landing awkwardly. Man, this was NASCAR. This was NASCAR right here. So anyway, 58-84 national U20 record for Clara Kozak. Yeah, I think that is Kozak from Croatia. Congratulations to her. We got Mo Matsuoka from Japan, 58-90. Then we got Amanda Henriquez, 59-62 personal best. Congratulations. Then we got a time qualifier from Greece, Masuli, 1 minute 0.20 seconds. Time qualifier. He said, the Frequa said, I heard that too, sounded like Michael Johnson. LOL. Man, I swear the announcers, about time they get some cojones behind them. Just start, this is how you get the sport entertaining too. Because this is what I did. When I go live PA, I'd be letting them have it. Now, like I said, Indiana, the president of Indiana, whatever, on the youth division made me apologize. And man, I was begrudgingly saying it. But like I said, I said what I see out there, I say it. Like everybody getting dusted, I'm going to say they getting dusted while the race is still going on. And all the athletes can hear it. And I know it sometimes affects some athletes. You shouldn't be paying attention. That's the way I say it. Don't pay attention to the announcer. Focus on the race. And if you do hear the announcer, no matter what the announcer says, use that as motivation to go faster. If you're in the lead and you hear you're dusting everybody, cool, go faster. If you're behind and getting dusted, wait a minute, I should wake up. Let me run faster. That's the way they should use the announcer that's there. But yeah, these announcers, just go ham, y'all. Make it entertaining. Isabella Guthrie for Australia, 58.89. Then we got Suramondi from Italy, Pi Sovakova, and then we got Yaroslava. I'm gonna say her name, her first name. Then here's the next heat. We got Smith, Garrett, DeWitt, Nope. Almost messed up. Those are our 3 qualifiers. Then we got Michaela Rose for the United States. Very, very easy over this one. Victoria Oko. Then we got Morgenstern, and then Lavrishina. So there's the qualifiers there. Let me speed these up. Carlson, Wozak from Poland. Hold on. Now that I look at the name, top 8 at World. When was this? Okay, that was Cali, Colombia, right there. Okay, this name sounds very familiar to that to the hammer thrower. If I'm not mistaken, this is exactly the same last name. Obviously, Fernandez, like those are very common names, or Fernandez. I know that's the better way to pronounce it, but that's a common last name. But Rodriguez, a lot of things are common, but Poland, this might be a common last name too. But I couldn't help that that's the hammer thrower's last name. So I wonder if she's related. Then we got McAnuff from Jamaica. Then we got Marion Stray from Norway. Okay, final heat right here. Cavo, Nell, Steinbrecher, and then Sanchez from Mexico, or Sanchez. Now let's go here. We got the 110 meter hurdle, because we got that tomorrow. Results here. I think there's a distinct disadvantage of having. The hurdles at this low of a height for people that are older. You get away with knocking into the hurdles without falling. So we got another national U20 record for Matthew Sophia of the Netherlands, but he smacked almost every single one of those freaking hurdles out there. And I just kind of cringe up a little bit that at the lower heights you're able to hit them, at the higher ones you don't. I saw a lot of sloppiness throughout all of these hurdle heats. Every single one of them, there were at least 2 different athletes in there smashing over the hurdles. And I'm surprised that we didn't have wipeouts like we saw in the 400 hurdle. So maybe the 400 hurdlers need to learn from these 110 meter hurdlers with the lower hurdle heights or something. So Matthew Sophia, congratulations to him, national U20 record. Demario Prince, 13:58 personal best. Congratulations to him. Enzo Diesel also made it through with another national U20 record. Moberg, personal best there. Congratulations. Then we got Antoine Andrews. All right, Malik Mixon. I think it's going to be a little bit troubling for him coming up later on. We got Lightfoot, made it through. Special shout out to Umbres from Portugal, national U20 record 1360. Congratulations. Final heat right here. Willis and Vidocevic. Those two made it through. But I just gotta say, Sophia was over here tumbling, literally tumbling. Literally tumbling. And do I got a screenshot here? Let me look and see if I got a screenshot here. Because Sophia came through and like smacked the hurdle. I don't have it. Let me put his picture up on the screen. He came through and twisted to like one side and the other one. He wasn't even running straight anymore. And he still was able to make it through. I'm just like, yikes, man. So this is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You said Alan Johnson used to knock down all the hurdles too. Very interesting. So yeah, Sophia smashed basically every hurdle. Yeah. So, okay, let me move on from here. Let me go to a final result. Let's go to the results here. The mixed 4x400 meter relay. We got a new championship record here for the United States. So congratulations to the United States. Here it is. Here it is. Let's bring this up on the screen. Okay. Why is my image not popping up? Let's click it a second time. Let's bring it here on the screen. There we go. So we got a championship record. 3 minutes, 17.69 seconds. Everybody's all confused. They're like, man, should I do here, do the flag over there? It was very interesting. But it kind of played out here where India was beat Jamaica. And I was thinking Jamaica was there. But it was like Jamaica was yo-yoing up and down and up and down. Like they were just going up and down. I'm like, okay, Jamaica's in second. And then it's like blowout. Or wait a minute, no. The guys, Jamaica wasn't in contention. Then the women caught them back up. And then the guys pulled them back away. And then the women caught them back up at the end. So that's kind of how that went. India was looking like they were about to take over for a second. I'm over here sweating. I'm like, look, if India wins, I don't even care if it's mixed 4x4 against the United States. Unlike last year, didn't Jamaica and the United States get knocked out? Wasn't it something like weird that knocked out both Jamaica and United States, if I'm not mistaken? Or wait a minute, United States just didn't show up. Right? I got to remember, it's kind of fuzzy at this point. And then like Jamaica got knocked out. It was just kind of crazy because it was just like, wait a minute. Because I think USA didn't show up, coronavirus thing or something like that. I know Britain didn't. They seem to be allergic to Africa. And they just use every convenient excuse. Let me just call it out here. Great Britain and Northern Ireland, because that's the way it's represented. But Great Britain specifically are they're like the nice racist nation or whatnot. They ban people just for calling out racism like they did with some other people. Just like, hey, if you come here, you're going to be detained. They like ban people. And they say, what's the reason? I didn't do anything. I didn't commit any crimes. No, they just don't like you. So that's how they are. They find every reason and every excuse possible, because this is not the first time they avoided bringing the team over into Africa. And United States is good for that too. So I'm going to keep the same energy. If I call out the dysfunction in Nigeria, I'm going to call out the racism in other countries. But anyway, here we go. United States Championship record 3:17.69. India in second. I need to drink some water. That's what y'all hearing in the background. 3:17.76. And no, nice racism is no different than overt in your face racism. It's just you seem confused if you catch it, by the way, for the people that be like, nice racist, and that's funny. Like, nah, it's just like, hello, you're going to be arrested right now. That's kind of like the thing that happens versus yo Negro type of thing. But anyway, let me stop because I'm over here. I'm over here I got hiccups and I'm trying to drink some water to get rid of it, but it's not working. So India in second. Y'all over here laughing at the name. That Indian lady in the mixed relay name is so long. Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. I told somebody to pronounce one of the names, and I asked them to pronounce the one of the names because I'm like, okay, can y'all pronounce the name? They were just like, yo, this name is super long. I was like, yeah. I was like, it's an Indian name. I'm used to it because one of my best friends was Indian and everything like that. So I'm used to it. So to me, it doesn't look any strange. But then other people are like, yo, what the heck is up with the name? They say if the guy gave her a little bit, India would have won that one. Yeah. Supremacy Wrestling Network, yeah. I do agree that they did very well on that relay. But Priya Habathana Hali Mohan. That would be more or less kind of the pronunciation. The Indian crowd gonna get me because I just mispronounced that a little bit, but it's Habathana Hali Mohan would be how you could pronounce that. Now y'all see how I did not just mess that one up. I'm more used to Indian names than I am for other names. I grew up with having some Indian names around. But yeah, y'all saying that's a long name. That's not even the longest name that's out here for the Indian name. I'll get into that one later because I had to practice that one. This one was easy to pronounce. But India, congratulations to y'all. 317.76. Asian record, Asian U20 record. Congratulations. Then Jamaica, congratulations to Jamaica as well. 319.98 to be able to get there for the bronze. Great Britain and Northern Ireland, unfortunately, did not medal. We got Poland. It's coming out even worse now, y'all. It's coming out even worse. I gotta stop laughing. Because I swear, I'm laughing. Y'all just don't hear me. But let me not throw out another joke. Because one more laugh and some food is coming up. That was a crazy one. Y'all said, Thunder Juice said, the racism here in the UK is so subtle. You have to be 100% on your guard to catch it. And it's so exhausting. Man, I don't think it's subtle. Any interaction between a black person and a non-black person can be construed as racist, and you got to prove it not to be when you talking about the United Kingdom. That's the way it is. Because they'll just talk to you like, they talk down to you like you a subject. They'll talk down to you. They so used to just talking down to you. They're like, explain it to me. Explain my racism. I don't understand. Like, I literally heard the lady talk to somebody else. The black woman on that show, she was just like, she tried to be so calm and was like, well, I didn't call you a racist. I didn't call you a racist. Let me not get on that, y'all. Let me not get on that one. That's a whole different video. But I literally heard some lady say, explain to me how I'm racist. I'm like, excuse me, no. Excuse me, no. Let me go over to the 100-meter semifinals and go to that one real quick and just lighten up the mood here. Ayana Brown said that sounds right. With something that was said earlier, I'm not sure which one, but obviously Tavogo went through easily. Richardson went through easily. Colbert, they went through easily. Boonson, Yanagita. Remember I said the Japanese athlete, he had a chance. Now here's the thing with Davison. I just feel so bad for him because he got out. He got out on the field, and then somewhere around 25, 30 meters, he kind of pulled up or something. They was talking about Achilles. I'm like, how the heck do you know it's an Achilles injury? Did you get from the coaching staff that he had an Achilles problem? Because I'm just like, man, they said your British accent is immaculate. Isaiah McKeown said, explain. Hey, look, I'm telling y'all, I told y'all if I got on the British accent thing, I was going to be, I told you I was going to do the parody if Great Britain announced or commentated on the Jamaican trials. I was going to do that, but nobody's expressed any interest in the comment section or whatever. So I just said, you know what? Okay, cool. I can do high-pitched British accent, and then I can do the low-pitched British accent. And then I could do the ones from different locations too. To the point where people think I am from Great Britain. Because they're like, wow, are you from this suburb? And then I had to nod with somebody. I played around with them. Because I have a lot of British friends. So I just listen to them and then I'll do it. But anyway, Davison, I just feel bad for him. Because I think he was about to put in some good work. He pulled up and then there you go. Hey, come on, no. I hope my food doesn't come up. Hey, Anna, you said Davison got out, then he was really out. Come on. All right, they was like, I was wondering how they knew which injury he has. Yeah, Taper. I just don't understand. I just don't understand how they. He was like, it's an Achilles. He was just so quick. I was like, man, he's so over eager to say it's an Achilles. I'm like, dang, that's much worse than a calf muscle injury. It's much worse than a hamstring injury. Yo, Achilles out. It's just like, yo, you not running. He's like, it's an Achilles injury. I'm like, dang, the coaching staff must have been there. He had a microscopic camera because he didn't pull at his calf muscle though. But before he even had a chance, he called it. So I'm just like, yeah, it must have been a heads up or something. Let me move on to the next one. And oh yeah, and then Gizzy didn't make it. I was just like, come on, Michael Gizzy, you kind of got one of those names that sound like Gizzy is a name. It's almost like Glizzy. like Gun or something. Like come on, like Gizzy, like Bang Bang. Come on, man. You just got to make it through with that name. Then we got Nkrumah, or as I call him, Cookie Crumble. Cookie Crumble. He made it through that national U20 record at the time. Then he got faster. Then we got Fami. So this was very, very interesting how these played out. They said I need to be on BBC Sports. Come on now. I might still do the British commentary thing, because I was gonna do it where it's like, oh, this is amazing, and all of those things. Like, you know how they always just be like, this is one of the greatest times and everything. That is very funny. Supremacy Wrestling Network said they tried to write that boy off. I know, right? The Francois said, yeah, I think the commentators just like that. Achilles is devastating. Man, Isaiah McKeown. Man, you keep writing down all of your comments and then deleting them. They said, yeah, I think the commentators just like that word, LOL. They said it too many times. Or so many times, yeah. And then Fami ran 10:09 in the heat's fire. Yeah. Right here, this is very, very interesting how we got those. Let me go over to the 800. Man, it was some boxing matches here. Let me see if she got disqualified, the Ethiopian. Because I'm just like, dang, did somebody whisper something in your ear? Like, I know it wasn't that serious. It was not that serious, but she was over here boxing. So here's Heat 1. We got Wero from Switzerland, 201.25. Sadek from Slovenia, 201.65. Then Kitching from Australia. Personal best, congratulations, 202.12. So first two, then the next two fastest times. Then we got Heat number 2. We got Ivis from Great Britain and Northern Ireland, 201.92. Whitaker from the United States. Like I said, she got them vibes from she got them Aji Wilson vibes. And just like Aji Wilson, and she was out of it for a second. I'm just like, come on now. You the only one in the field. Broke 2 minutes this year. Don't knock yourself out on this one. But she made it through. 201.92. She did it a very hard way. She didn't want to take the lead. Then she was running way too wide. You could tell she's inexperienced. That's to be expected with some of the younger athletes. She was very inexperienced at this level, because she's more or less used to people being slower than her overall, where she's coming up like, yo, I'm dominating this stuff. So they said literally everyone who pulled up, they screamed Achilles, LMAO, right? Isaiah McKeown said, yeah, you and Colin Jackson would be wildin'. Nelly Chipshire, wow, that's the first time I've seen Nelly as a first name. With a Kenyan last name. It just seems very, very interesting. That is a very distinct combination, at least to me. Nelly Chepchirr. Cheer. What the heck? I should be able to pronounce that one better. Let me try this a third time. Chepchirr. Better than the other ones, but not perfect. 202.03 time qualifier. Then here we go with the boxing match. I should have just taken screenshots here. But we got Alim, which I think is our 15-year-old. So she was real in her emotions on this one. No, she's 18. Okay, never mind. So she got real in her emotions on this one. So it did happen. Oh, wait a minute. The Ethiopian woman did not get disqualified. It was actually the Australian. I thought something was going on. I'm not going to say it here. I just had some speculations. But yeah, it was like she was just like impeding her or something. Man, I'm going to pull them both up on the screen so we can look at this. Do I got a screenshot here? Let me see if I think I might have got that screenshot. Is this it right here? Oh no, this is the one with what's her name? Because she did this a very hard way. Nope, I don't got that one. Let me see. Is this it right here? Nope. This was the mixed 4x4. That was the mixed 4x4 where India was right there looking like that. But look, y'all, this was crazy. This is crazy. She pushed her in the back. She pushed Claudia in the back with about 275, 250 to go, somewhere around there. She must have got mad. She made herself go backwards, then Claudia go forward. Then she immediately got on the outside. It was like a horse race at that point. Both of them were like stride for stride, and she was like, yeah, I'm a boxer in. While the leader is right there doing her thing, I'm going to make sure. I don't know. They might have been exchanging some words with each other. They might have been exchanging some words the way that was, because she just looked like she was on her. Then, I don't know, something happened, and like Claudia just winded up. I was like, man, if Casanet winded up, punching her real good, and she just blended it in with her arm coming up, because that's what it looked like to me, at least. Put that in slow motion with about 125 to go. Just go watch that race. 125 to go. You see that right there. Because it's like multiple times. She's just like pushing on it, even in between 275 and 125 to go. It's like whack, her arm comes up. Next thing you know, you see Claudia flying inside of the infield. But that could have just been the pressure that Kasana Alim just put on her. Like the pressure it put on her. And even my friend was like, look, if somebody says something to me, they did something to me, I'm going to make sure I'm about to handle them. And I'm like, man, this 800, she handled her. So she ran her off the track, and she got DQ'd for running on the inside of the track. So, yeah, that was like a full-out boxing match. Very entertaining to me. But who's going to get this one at the end? The way it's looking here, I'm hoping that she conserved enough energy, and she's just playing with us. Whitaker is over here. Got some Aji Wilson vibes all the way. Supremacy Wrestling Network says she got them Wilson vibes too heavy, doing them Wilson 800 tactics and all. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Like, no, don't be doing those, because you'll get out of the medals. That's what Wilson be doing. Wilson, when it comes to the international stuff, it's like she's completely out of it. So here we go. Here's the 100-meter final. Let's cover this. I think I might have missed out on a couple things here, but I think I'll just do that another time. No, I think I actually did catch up to everything. Most of today, yeah, the shot put in javelin wasn't finished. I'm sure it's finished now. But look, y'all, if only I could play this without the copyright strike coming up here. I might just have to do this. I'm going to start doing these on Patreon. I understand. Actually, you can make it free on Patreon, I think. So for the people that's there, especially if you want to support that, I think we're going to start doing some of these on Patreon, because YouTube be tweaking out and whatnot. So I might just have to do it on Patreon, and then mix it up with another streaming service on top of that. So if you guys are interested, if you guys are actually interested, I'll make the buyout like $1 or something. So it really isn't much, but if you want to support the channel, you can, or you could do higher amounts. But I think I'll just do whatever the bare minimum is, a penny, $1, and then start doing them there. I'm not going to do it on Instagram. It just doesn't seem conceivable enough to do it. But if I could do these on Patreon, I really want to break down these races. Because the way this man was over here, look at his body completely just turned. His body is completely, like, yo, do y'all see this? He looks like he's deformed right here. He's not even in it. And he did this at about 60, 65 meters or so, like I said earlier in this stream. That means he wasn't even thinking about this. He was not even focused on running faster anymore. If you did it, that means you thought about it. You thought about it, that means your concentration off. Your concentration off, you're not putting in the full effort. He would have ran a 9.8 something. And I told my friend, I was like, if he could have reproduced this same thing at the World Championships, assuming he could be as relaxed, that's darn near impossible for him to do, obviously, because he's running against field that's, at that time, was much, much, much faster than him, and still are much faster than him. Even, let's say he run a 9.8 low, he got people in that field that could go 9.7s, but don't mean they could have beat him. But if he could have reproduced this type of performance where he's this relaxed and everything, but yet finished all the way through, I was like, man, he could have been in medal contention. But realistically, in that race with no win, and everything being as it were, him having to run harder through the rounds, yeah, he probably still might not have medaled. Now, if he could take this performance. That's what I'm talking. This performance right here, that was a medal winning performance. I am convinced. That's a medal winning performance right there. But he was definitely, oh yeah, I said he was focused on Richardson. I don't know why. But he was focused on his right. He knew his competition was coming from the right, whether it was Richardson from South Africa or Cookie Crumbles from Jamaica, or Nkrumah. So I'm just like, what? I knew he was about the showboat. I knew it. I knew it was 100% fact. But the fact that he showboated and then ran this fast with only a positive, 0.8 tailwind, I'm like, okay, had he went all the way through, this is probably like, a 986, 985, maybe faster, because some people saying 9.7, and I'm like, the fact that he did give up about halfway through the race, he was running with one arm, he turned to one side. It's kind of like when Talu matched what's her name's Ivory Coast / African record. Remember, she matched it, not set it. So and she was looking around left and right at Tokyo. That was a very relaxed race for her. And then in the final, obviously, she didn't do it. Like, those the different, that's the type of thing he needs to have. Who knows what it will do. Cosmic Wisdom 999 said he was focusing on the Jamaican. Oh yeah, I caught up to those. They said that man Tavogo could have run 9.8x if he didn't turn and point. And then Zen said about the same thing, basically. Supremacy Wrestling Networks also said, just realized he ran his rounds in reverse. LML ran straight through the line in the heats, then started showboating in the semis in the finals. Yo, he did do that in kind of reverse. He was just like, yo. But I think it was more like, okay, depending on how he felt. And he was like, you know what? I feel real good to do a 10 flat. If I feel this good, and my personal best is 998. Oh, I'm in real good form right now. And once he confirmed that he was in really good form, I think, all right, troll, get the heck out of here. Yeah. So, yeah, I think had he come with this level of heat, it would have been able to, he would have been able to do it. But he got the rest of the season. And I'm convinced that he's going to come back and he's going to run a faster time later on. Now, if he doesn't, well, oh well. He got the rest of his career and everything. Let's see how old he is. I think he's 19 now. So this is his last U20 championships regardless. Yep, 2003. Yep, so this is his last U20 championships. Of course he should showboat. That's the way I look at it. Oh yeah, thank you for pointing it out, Thunder Juice. Yeah, they were talking about he takes 42 steps in his race. Both took 41. Man, look, this dude is running this fast younger. Now, there's no guarantee. We can't just play this guy off like he's about to be guaranteed to be the next big thing in the 100. We can't just do that. Just because somebody can set these records. Because, you know, things happen. Look at Jim Ryan setting well, he didn't set the world record in the he only set the American record in, you know, breaking 4 minutes in a mile in high school, the high school American record. So that's a little bit different there. But Jim Ryan did get a silver medal, I think, at a world championship, even though he didn't get a medal at the Olympics at all. Or maybe I'm getting it confused. He got a silver medal at the Olympics. But yeah, you could get people in their youth, and then they get older and they might not ever win. But the way he's looking now, and with the amount of time he's got ahead of him, as long as somebody else don't come back under him and do some faster things, then he should be good. You said you heard he was going to Oregon for college. Well, that's going to be very interesting. I wonder if that hurts or helps him, because Oregon, although they have been making some pretty good teams in the 60 They've been making very good athletes in the 60 and the 100 and that 4x1. They get some 200s here and there. And I mean, they were just overall just dominating on everything. They were dominated from the sprints and the distance and the field and everything when they won the men and the women NCAA championships. When was that? 2 seasons ago? I think it was just before the COVID's lockdowns and everything. But they dominated on both ends, or maybe it was just after. So they definitely have been coming with the sprints more recently. But is that the best place he could go? Maybe he could go to LSU, because I mean, they print out. And when I say print, I mean it like the Federal Reserve and all these banks printing out fake money, because people are money and what we're using is currency. All right? The value is us. So in any case, they're printing stuff out like pieces of paper from the Federal Reserve. They be printing out 100, 200 meter sprinters all day and every day. It don't even matter if you are a 400 meter specialist. You coming out getting a better 100, 200 when you go to LSU. So I think that would have been a better. Matchup for him personally, because he's already good in the 100. So why not go to a program that's there? I think the risk from that is see what happened to Sha'Carri Richardson, and that kind of tarnishes LSU a little bit, because although Muna Lee and the others that came out of their program may have been excellent and great 100, 200 meter athletes to different extents. Muna Lee being a great 100, 200 meter athlete. And then we got Ophelia there that came in as more of a 400 meter athlete. And her 400 only went down by what? 1/10 or 1/100th of a second PR. And her 100 and 200 has been taking massive drops. So maybe he's like, yo, I could go there or I could just go to Oregon. So you said, Thunder Juice said LSU is the worst place for him to go. They all burn out. Thunder Juice said, do Oregon tend to burn out their athletes? Hopefully he turns pro before Paris. Bolt beat his chest, but never pointed on his opponent while running. Sonya Lewis said, oh yeah, Jeff Dempsey. Yep, that is correct. 1001 in high school. I think Jeff Dempsey might have improved a little bit. He might have improved just a little bit over that. But yeah, he pretty much kind of peaked out. Once he got that high school record and whatnot, or ran that 1001, it was just like, yo, this is where you at. And a lot of people do that. That's very, very interesting. I'm going to have to look up some of this. And then let me look at Bawaji. Let's look at the rest of the athletes here. So congratulations. World under U20 record. The headlines, remember, headlines are going toward Arian Knighton in the 200. Headlines are going toward Arian Knighton. And it kind of makes sense. You know, it makes sense. He's in the United States. United States is a huge market. Most of the money on the planet is revolving in the United States. And then he's over here, and we got to be honest here. The entire planet loves to copy black people, and especially black Americans, whether Knighton, judging off his last name, might not be fully black American as a background, but that the United States loves to prop up black Americans too, and we prop up ourselves as well. So maybe that all comes into play there. Whereas, Tavogo is going to be internationally pretty good, but then he's facing a couple other issues. Even though the 100 is the prime event, I notice it's a lot more quiet when he's setting his U20 records than when Knighton is doing it. You know, setting the 200. So a lot of people keep saying the 100 is prime event, more money goes into that and everything. And I'm like, yes, that generally is true. But then sometimes there are different things here. And I do want to bring this up because people are going to say, what does that have to do with it? Track and field, all of these things, race comes into play with everything that we do. Every asset of our life is controlled by that. And your location of where you live controls some things. He's coming out of Africa, and quite frankly, the planet don't like black people in general and don't really care for Africa. Because the All African Games, I think is what the official name of it. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. For the people that are based out of Kenya, Nigeria, and things like that. But I think it's called All Africa Games, which is the African Championships for track and field. That doesn't really get any coverage. And I mistakenly skipped out on it because it was the week before USA, Jamaica, and everybody else. And that was during the week when I was away from track and field because I was dealing with my own things. Or else I would have covered it. I think part of it is he's just coming out of Botswana. He's going to have to do some extra work in order to get his name. But once he's a household name, then the floodgates are going to open. But right now, he's got an uphill battle to get the name out. Taper said they took away his first U20 world record. Why is that? And then Oceany Sullivan said, prior to this championship, Nkrumah was the 5th fastest junior in Jamaica. Got injured at trials. One was injured before, and one who won at trials pulled up in the semis. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, because Nkrumah got second at the Jamaican trials, if I'm not mistaken, right? He got literally second. Even though he was the 5th fastest junior, he got second at the trials, if I'm not mistaken. And then they said Breonna Liston signed for LSU. Yeah, like I think that's a much better and more natural place to go. But they all got budgets, so maybe the budget wasn't correct. They weren't going to give him a full ride, so I won't blame them. But yeah. Supremacy Wrestling Network said, feel like his record got overlooked because they both set U20 records on the same exact day. Yeah, and then plus the championships. But Tavogo set the U20 world record last year as well. He just hasn't been getting as many headlines because last year was a U20 world record. He's been setting it from last year to now. So if you look at his progression, last year's time was a U20. Wait a minute, I skipped out on it. Was a U20 world record, if I'm not mistaken. But they might have just said that's altitude or something like that. So that's very, very, very interesting here. But I think he's just kind of being overlooked. I just got to point that out because I didn't feel the same enthusiasm like the way from the media, the same way. And I'm talking about even the British media. They didn't give the same enthusiasm to him as it was to other markets. And I just got to point this out because it's like, okay, maybe it's because the sponsorship type of thing. Maybe it's also because of his location. Because you got to think about how they sell things. Nigeria still got a platform to sell. You know, Nigeria, South Africa, those are markets where you could sell things. So if it's not literally about, race thing here, it's going to be about, okay, money. And World Athletics got to be concerned with their pocketbooks. At the end of the day, it's got to be concerned with pocketbooks. Unless Tavogo can be selling and he's able to be used to sell some things, track and field to other people, which is why they highlight so many athletes. They highlight Australia extra heavy. And Australia sometimes doesn't stand out too much, but yet they still be marketing to Australia extra heavy. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Because y'all be talking about the British, but Australia be getting marketed to a lot. It's just money. And I don't blame them. You're supposed to pander and cater to people that are there. I don't really do a good job at that because if I did, I would just be covering even more and more Jamaica than I would. I got to be honest here. But that's because my pocketbook doesn't depend on that. But if my pocketbook depended on it, I would. And then we got Richardson in second. So Tavogo, 991, 1002. Congratulations to him. He is now the fastest junior in Jamaica. 1002. National U20 record for Jamaica. Then we got Richardson. 10.12. He didn't do his best performance here, which is unfortunate. I think he could have challenged for that second, but he just was out of it, and he almost got himself overtaken. I thought Asia was about to come up. They had 3 Asian nations up in here looking like they were about to challenge up for a medal. Oh yeah, and Zen 97 said, reminds me of when Michael Johnson doubted the Nigerian's world record in 100-meter hurdles, Toby Amusan. Man, Michael Johnson was smoking on that one, but I got to give him his props because, I mean, mostly he's on point. But Michael Johnson was smoking on that one. I don't know what he was doing. I got to respect him. He was just a little bit off base on that one. I got to give him his respect, so I can't roast him like I do other people. But he was a little bit off base. But this was very interesting. Look how close. Look how close this was for them to get this for Asia. I think that was Thailand. So many nations right here. And I know he's going to go home like, dang, I could have got that. Let me see where Boonson was. What age is he? 16? Oh, yeah, he's got another championships coming. And especially at the speed he's going, he might be able to, put in some work in the future. But thank you guys for coming out. Like I said, happy Black Development Month. Here's a new company, relatively new. It's only about a couple, 3 or 4 years old. They had to do a Kickstarter campaign. It is founded by a Kenyan woman, and I think it's a white American guy, or he could be British. But made in Kenya. A Kenyan woman has co-founded it. And they're trying to get 100% factory operated based out of Kenya. Definitely check them out. I think they only currently sell to the United States and in Kenya, and that kind of matches up with the background of the two co-founders. So, but they got about 60% developed there. They got the other 40% coming out of like chemicals that are made out of China because they said it's too dangerous for them now. I'm thinking I'm going to try to invest in them because they do need some seed funding. If y'all want to invest in this startup company, definitely consider that. Like I said, with Black Development Month, we highlight black businesses. If y'all got some that y'all want me to highlight, email me, HeadAndShouldersATR at yahoo.com. Say, hey, happy Black Development Month. Here are some black businesses I want to point out. And then you could point them out. Make sure there's some bigger businesses. They're doing some impact because I think about 10% of the funds here, they're going back to the community because they're a B corporation, which means they do things like almost like a charity, but a for-profit business that does charity-related things. But they say you want to run like a Kenyan, train like a Kenyan. They give you training guides on here and everything. I am not sponsored by them at all. I'm not sponsored. I should get a sponsorship, but this is what I am. Oh, it says 2% giving back. So I was incorrect. 2% give back right here. So I should probably be sponsored, but definitely check out their shoe company. It's the only one that's out of Africa, out of the continent. And then obviously this helps our channel right here, trackstars.io. Definitely pick up one of them. If we could sell out all 3,700, we're definitely going to come out with those track and field animated fantasy races. I'm going to do my British voice announcing on there and my normal one. And y'all going to hear how I actually announce races with those race matchups. So if y'all want to support this, head over to trackstars.io. Check out one of these. It's 1.5 Solana, which I think is about 65, maybe $70 at this time. It was worth about 150 or 200 when the cryptocurrencies were higher. But at any case, definitely tell other people about this. Really, y'all, just help support this channel because we want to get these animated race videos. We're gonna have females coming out too because I know most of the people here are following it because of women. I started off with men for a different reason than what y'all think, but definitely this is the standpoint where we have here. Let's see what we're going to cover tomorrow. Day 3 of day 6 is heating up. We got the 100-meter hurdles, heptathlon, so that starts tomorrow. 3,000-meter heats, interesting. 3,000-meter steeplechase heats, both of them men. Long jump qualifications, 400 hurdles heats, 200-meter heats. So we got the 200s. Oh yeah, you guys told me to check to see if Tavogo was on a 200 start list. Let me do that right now. To see the official start list. Let's see. Is he? Oh yes, he is. So Tavogo is on the start list. He's in Heat 2. Let's see how this one is going to go. Let's see how this one is going to match up real quick. So here's Heat 1. Let me see if anybody stands out. Here's Colbert. He made it to the finals in that 100. So definitely got a big consideration of him. He's one of the fastest. He's joint fastest person in the field. So I could see him making it through. Then a Bahamian making it through. Let's see Tavogo. He's got the faster time here, 20.031. Do y'all think he's going to break 20 seconds? Do y'all think we're going to see somebody break 20 seconds in the 200? Do y'all think we're going to see somebody? Because if it's this is Boonson. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Oh, Boonson might actually hold up. Oh, Boonson ain't no slouch at 16 years old. I didn't notice that. Okay, Richardson. Okay, he's just as good in the 200 as he is in the 100. Okay, y'all see this with Boonson right here? He's got the fastest time. Hold up. This 16-year-old ain't playing no games, boy. He ain't playing no games. 20. Wait a minute. Okay, he got a 20.19. 20.19. Hold up. I didn't even notice that one right here. What y'all think he's about to do? They said ain't no showboating for Tavogo in the 200. Oh no, he ain't showboating at all. He's going to have to run. He's behind off. He's not even the fastest one in the field. I think he's third or fourth fastest in the field. But hold up. Wait a minute. Is this a U18 record? Okay, it says U18. Okay, under 18 record. Hold on. Because I think it would have a W. Let me look this up real quick. I know I was about to go. So a lot of people were leaving because they started seeing me talk about, Black Development Month. But here you go. Let's look at the records here. Hold up. Hold up. Out of Thailand. Man, so many nations are starting to just come out. It's going to be getting kind of shaky for the U.S. And this is kind of crazy. USA and Jamaica, just respectively, on the men and women's side, in the sprints, no matter what's happening, like, still be dominating. Do y'all see that? Like, yeah, every once in a while, somebody else might get in the mix. But it's usually just like USA and Jamaica. It's like going back and forth. And these other nations are getting much and much faster. When is the tipping point where it's just going to be like, okay, like Kenya with the steeplechase, and then what's his name coming in right there? Because it's like Kenya's still dominating the steeplechase. You take what's his name out, and then from Morocco or whatever, and then you got Kenya is basically going to dominate. But look at this. They say I feel like the 16-year-old might go 20.0x, but not 19 though. Knighton has the U18. Oh yeah, okay, I forgot about that. Yep, I forgot. Oh yeah, and I clicked indoor. Frankie Fredericks. Man, that's kind of crazy. The 1992. Can we get somebody to get that one? But the 200s barely ever run anymore. So we got the world record U18 best performance. So how much they got to go in order to get that U18? Ain't that like a 1986 or something? 1986? No, okay, 1984. Yeah, that ain't being touched. Okay, never mind. That ain't being touched because I thought it was 1986. I forgot about that. But yeah, these athletes, man, my voice is breaking. These athletes, wow. And before anybody say shoes this, shoes that, okay, cool. All the other athletes are wearing these shoes. Why are they not faster than him? If everybody's relatively faster, and they want to say the shoes, because that's what they've been saying about Amusan and stuff. Okay, cool. Why didn't the rest of the field also go nearly as fast as her? If the shoes are the reason she won, okay, we could say the shoes could be the, quote, time. But how come everybody else wasn't as close? How come she blew their bricks off? And how come last year, when she was also wearing the shoes and they were wearing the shoes, they didn't run as fast as her? Like, sometimes people be going crazy. I could already see people saying the shoes, and of course they not going to say it with Knighton. But they're going to say it with him because it's not in the narrative. It's not USA or Jamaica doing just the winning. It's some other nation. So since that doesn't fit the narrative, they're going to say shoes this, shoes that. Zen 097 said, I think the finals will be won with low 20s. To go sub 20 for them will be a stretch, but it's possible. Sub 20 at their level will be at similar level to Bolt and Knighton at their age. She is Wayne said she had distance shoes and blew them away. Put on them miler shoes and 5K shoes and was like, yeah, I still beat y'all. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. He's coming in fastest in the field. So needless to say, let's look at this with the times here. Let me look at the other events that are going on. The 200 heats. What's the final we got tomorrow? We got pole vault final, so I'll be excited to see that one. I love the pole vault, just like what was going on today. Oh, okay, we got a lot of finals. 1500 discus, 800 women. Hopefully, what's her name don't pull her. Aji Wilson. Come on, Whitaker. Come on, get that U20 championship. I think Aji Wilson was a gold medalist in the U18, actually. Then we got the men 100 hurdles. Then we got the women's 100 final. This is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow. Definitely support the channel. I appreciate anybody that has contributed to Cash. Oh my goodness, the hiccups are coming back. To Cash App. And then also PayPal. And anybody that has come out to, to support the, gosh dang it, these hiccups. To support Trackstars.io. And got there on Solana. So if you guys want to do that, we are doing a giveaway with Trackstars as well. Like I said, you're going to get a free NFT in the future. You get voting rights for certain things. Just read the website for that in the About section. And then you're going to see all the types of different things. We got throwing, running, men and women events. And then the different rarities are worth different things. And then if and when we come out with a video game, which is what we're going to choose to do in the future. It might be free to play because people that support it, I'm not 100% guaranteed that it'll be free to play. But if you buy the NFT, if we get enough support with these NFTs, it's most likely going to be free to play where somebody can log on online and then we can do a track and field video game. Because the way some of these track and field video games are going, I ain't liking how they're going. But I got ideas. No guarantee that it'll be the best game out there, but I'm willing to try. So that's something to look forward to. But I'm looking forward to the women's 100 be the final tomorrow. That women's 800, that 1500 is going to be a doozy. In my opinion, that pole vault, I'm super excited about that. But definitely that women's 100 meter final. And then I'm going to look forward to, yet again, them knocking into these hurdles. And me over there like, okay, are they going to fall? Is Sophia going to fall? Is he going to make it through or not? Like, that's what's going to be going through my head. Like, who's going to fall in that and who's going to make it through? You over here like, drink some water.